I'd wish you luck, but you don't need it, right?
I'm Drop with the Joker crew, and we drink in game. Let's take a quick look at the bank. I know this is a simple mission. Everyone's seen a million versions of how to do it, but we approach it a little bit different.
Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Make preparations."
Dead drop, body bags, must have. Surveillance, camera access. Rear wall, must have. If you can take additional cameras, if you've got the spotter skill, do it. It's nice to have the key to get in the vault because it takes less time, however it's expensive, and if you take all the cameras you can't do it. These are all things that you have to do to make up for not having higher level skills like the Undertaker skill, for example, where you can take a box of body bags. All of these things make your life a lot easier. Loadout, my standard loadout, Stealth Car 4, Gruber Kurz.
Okay, folks, my guys...
Yes, it's only a very hard bank. It was the first one that came up.
It's a straight...
Let's take a walk around. Bad vault. So the vault spawns in the front or it spawns in the back. When it spawns in the front, bad vault. When it spawns in the back, good vault. This is Mr. Tippy Toes. He's not very perceptive. If there's no other civilians in the back, and this is the last guard, you could shoot this guy right where he stands. He's going to fall into that plant. Tippy Toes won't see a damn thing. That guy over there hunched down over the desk, the one in the blue, that's one of the mortgage couple. You can see his little girlfriend there sitting next to him. And then, of course, we've got, we've got Creepy McCreeper, the guy who stares at the mortgage couple. Not really sure what his story is yet. We haven't exactly figured that out. That's one of the black hats. Two of the guards have hats on. I call them the black hats. And that's the gay couple. I mean, what else could they be? It's two men standing, facing square-shouldered, talking for hours on end. Front camera. Back camera. This is Bobblehead's bench. I didn't make up that name. That was Arrow Key Gaming. Bobblehead Bob on the bench. But I'm very fond of it. Sometimes you can intercept him before he gets to the bench. He's usually there within the first couple of minutes of the game. That could be him right now. They've changed the way he looked. He used to be kind of old and fat like the bank manager. But if you can intercept the civilians before they get into a position where they're a pain in your ass, like Bobblehead Bob sitting on the bench, then that's advisable. However, if you are any good at stealthing, you can creep up behind Bobblehead, and if you've got a body bag left, sometimes even if you don't, if you've already taken care of all the other civilians, you can crouch behind this tree and shoot Bobblehead Bob in the back of the head, where he sits on his bench. I do it all the time. It's actually kind of fun. Of course, we have our alleyways where now they conceal packages. These are also great places where if you've got enough zip ties, you can put the civilians in the street on their faces. So that way when you go into the bank, if you're like me, and you have the discount cleaner skill, you can send this chap that's walking toward me right now to bite the wall in the alleyway, walk into the bank, kill the tellers, put everybody on their faces, and shoot them in the back of the head. Not that I advise killing civilians, but I'm saying you should probably just kill the civilians. It's only money, right? So, of course, 3 possible locations for the van. The front far right, that alleyway right there. That's directly across the street. And then all the way in the back. We have to be very, very specific about what we call things, because we drink in game. There's a package. Van, good location. Back door, open. This is, once had been the best place to dump bodies. Not so much anymore. People are a little bit more sensitive now. This would be the good security room location. It's not here, which means it's up front. Not a glass roof, solid roof. That's a good thing. There's a camera up there. Then you have to sneak around the outside here once you've masked up. There is no camera right now, which means this whole area is an engagement area. Kill anybody you want. Although you might want to be careful about killing anybody near the edges, because Bobblehead will see. If you kill the guard when he comes and stands up here and looks at the bottom of his feet, or if it's Carl, the white guard, who I suspect is gay because he talks to the gay couple a lot, he likes to brush your shoulder off. In any case, if you come up behind them and shoot them in the back of the head, and that civilian down there that you can see walking across the street sees it, you're busted. And then you've got to jump off the roof of the building and go chase him down. Which I've done. It's fine. Of course, we've got a camera on the back and the bank manager. Camera's pointed at the stairwell, not at the door, which means if that door were closed and I needed to get it open to get at the security room, not a problem. I've got ECMs that can open doors. However, I would prefer to simply
Gentlemen,
take your key card.
get down.
Normally, I would just walk into his office and see if it's on his desk.
Gonna slow the cops down.
However,
Easy on the triggers with civilians around. It gets
I
expensive.
do like to shoot him in the head. Unfortunately for me, the key card's on his desk. So, if I were actually trying to rob this bank, I wouldn't, let's say, shoot him right there and then dump him right here. Actually, I don't put bodies over there anymore. I found that the guards go over there now that they've changed their walking patterns. This is normally where I would put my body bags, back here. And I like to throw the bodies back there too, because guards and civilians that walk around don't see them. I also like this location for the camera because it gives me access to the teller side door and over here to the stairwell door in the back. So that way if I'm solo stealthing it, just to grind it out and make some quick cash, I can go in either direction. I don't even know what's going on in here. I could have guards coming. I really don't care if I fail this, so it's just that easy. That's the surveillance guy.
Nothing.
I think I'll call him Umpire Chuck.
Accidentally hit the button.
He's the bald black dude with no hat on, and he always wears that god-awful useless body armor. It's not going to protect him against anything but maybe a fastball. Oh. Let's see what he thinks of this. Oh, look at that. Right out like nothing. If you know the lay of the bank, it's pretty easy to get away with a lot. You can figure out where you drop people. Personally, big fan of the copy room. They've changed the algorithm or whatever ithm of where... Oh! Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let me take care of this.
It's all cool on this end. I didn't hear anything.
No more body bags. I guess I'll just leave you right there. Well, in any case, whatever mathematical ithm, they've changed how the guards walk around now, and they tend to go through the copy room a lot more. Perfect place to kill people. Even with that guard standing there and all three civilians on the backside of the cubicle area, not a problem to sprint across. Even with a camera right there, even if you haven't taken out the security room, I can run in here, answer a pager, bag a body, and then beat feet out back. That's kind of the 101. Once you get inside and you've taken care of all the civilians, and even getting to that point, that's a whole separate ball of wax. Once you know your way around the outside of the bank, you know how to case the bank. If you've got fugitive skills and you can pick up the key card off the back of the... Oh, hang on, I gotta kill somebody.
Sorry about
Look at this.
that. Everything is fine.
I'm not even bagging these guys. He dimed himself out, and I'm still not alerted. The civilian across the street has no idea that there's now 2 dead bodies laying there. As sensitive as they are in this game, especially in Death Wish, there are just some places in this mission, especially if you run it as a crew, just things you can get away with. Those guys could lay there the entire rest of the game and nobody would notice. If I really wanted to, I could go kill Bobblehead Bob, too. But I think I might do that, just for old time's sake. Heads up, there's often a package right here. And there's also often a package right up here underneath Bobblehead's bench. And the person freaking out is one of the guards coming out the back. That's staggering.
I don't know what happened. I might have hit the button with my hand.
I don't believe it. Yeah, actually I do. I'm going to ask you to get on the ground.
Get down!
Thank you. I appreciate your compliance.
That hostage will cost them time.
You can live another day. You're a fucking dead man, though.
You're just wasting ammo and jeopardizing the operation.
Yeah, I am. Thank you, Bane, for your insightful commentary. I'm Drop. We're Joker Crew.
Fireworks!
Keep an eye on the civilians.
See you later.
And yeah, there goes the alarm.